Mm, mm, mm. It's so cool to, what we were talking about earlier, to say, here it is, the application. Huh?
Mm.
Very cool. I didn't comment on it, but I was thinking it a lot. Um, when Robin first came on the first sessions, very first one actually, she said something like, I don't know, 10 minutes into the first session, the first Wave Impeccability Zoom session, because she was on before with Sue to find out what the program's about and so on. Something she said triggered and cued in me to say, oh, just a little application, a practice, something that I would recommend that would be very useful. I forget how I said it, but anyway, I pointed out that actually finishing her sentences, and the sentences not just verbally but inside her head, will be transformative and make a big difference, because she didn't finish any of her sentences. You didn't notice that as an issue with her today, right?
Yeah.
You didn't feel, yes, somebody who doesn't finish her sentences. Maybe what 2 or 3 times where she didn't, but
Yes.
wasn't critical.
Yeah.
In general, she was just speaking normally, right?
Yeah.
It was very noticeable how she didn't finish her sentences, and just that one thing, and she made an effort to shift that, and I'm astonished at how much it has shifted, that now she is somebody who just speaks normally and finishes her sentences. All of us
Wow.
don't always finish a sentence. Yeah, in this incredibly short space of time. It's amazing.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, this is session 4. It's astonishing
Great.
to me. Yeah, unbelievable. So very exciting. Very, very excited. And she was very excited when she became aware that she wasn't doing it, and she started doing it. It really was transformative for her. So this one simple thing has actually led to a lot more, which makes me think to put it into the program in some place.
I'm just trying to understand what my feel is from Robin.
Oh, yeah, it's very interesting. I would maybe recommend don't leave it open.
It is actually nothing coming out. This is what I'm trying to do.
Mm,
So it is nothing actually,
yeah,
which is not, of course, not negative at all. How it could be, uh, and yes, it's more on positive side. I can say that, but nothing specific. No specific thing, which is
yeah.
really interesting.
She's a bit
It
of a
happens
conundrum.
very, yeah,
Yeah, right. For me too,
yeah.
I can't pin her down, and I don't want to. I just leave it open.
Of course, of course,
For
and
me,
it is really interesting. But
it's
like
fascinating.
Diane, yeah, the
Yeah,
other lady who come in on
yeah,
Fridays,
yeah.
yeah,
Similar,
did,
similar.
yeah. No, but in Diane, I have a feeling
Oh,
because she is a bit secretive kind of a person.
mm, mm,
She holds on things.
mm.
Robin is not something. She is unusual. You can say that a bit of
Yeah,
anomalous in
yeah,
that way. That there is nothing specific about her jumping out, which is
right.
really interesting for me. But okay, so I got an idea about sharing, what sharing is, and what telling is for me.
Well,
And I'm going to write about this.
wow,
I,
wow,
I made
wow. Right,
I
right
made
now,
few
right now.
posts. I made few points. I wrote it down. So because it is really interesting, and it comes out for me. It is a very beautiful thing. You can say that it is, of course, it is practical, absolutely, but it comes out in a bit poetic way, you can say, but
Yeah,
it comes out very, very beautifully for me.
yeah.
So I'm going to write about sharing and telling for me.
Wow. Oh, fantastic.
Alan
Super,
Alan is
super.
so happy. He made a comment, and
I saw he
I
made a comment. I hadn't had a chance to go and look at it yet. So,
and I responded in his way, like the way he feels that. So he's, you know, that he's in a
yeah.
different category. You can say that. So
Yes, yes, yes.
and Donna
Hmm.
sent me a message, and she says it is such a beautiful thing what she said,
Oh, what did
and
she say, gorgeous? What did she say? Oh,
she says, "Good morning, Beena,"
yeah, yeah, yeah.
as BE is
Yeah,
capital.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
She
Good
always says that
morning,
with you.
B.
Always. She's very
Yeah.
disciplined.
Yeah.
Always she types it that way.
Yeah. Good morning, Beena. Enjoyed your post on love, all caps love. Been pondering that topic quite a bit myself
Mm,
of
mm,
late.
mm,
All caps you. You, my dear friend Beena,
mm.
exude a state of being that is love.
Yes, yes.
Your moreness, all caps moreness, your moreness radiates and
Permeates. Permeates.
permeates wherever you are. Exclamation,
Wow.
exclamation, exclamation. My perspectives, anyway. So she
Yeah.
said that, and I responded immediately because I was online at the time. So I said, "Good morning, D-O, all caps, Donna, Duna."
Duna. We're going to have to
Yeah,
call it
yeah,
Duna.
yeah. You made my day and more. Your words are a huge deal for me. Thank you so much. Please, if you can, please share on post. Okay. Also,
I
okay,
asked
on
her the
post
same
also.
thing.
Yeah, it is needed. I said that it is
Mm.
needed. I want to know what you think of love being a wholesome state of being. I'm
Oh,
greedy.
oh, good, good, good. I also asked her to say something because she said to me in a comment about the post, she said she's been
Yeah,
thinking, is there a difference in love between, say, your children and your partner? And I said, post,
no,
make a comment that shares your perspective on the differences that you think there are or may not be, or just a speculation. So anyway, I asked her to also make a post. So very cool, very cool.
okay. I have a different perspective on a couple relationship. You can say that husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. I have a different perspective on that because this relation specifically has moreness
Yeah,
uh, in comparison to other relationship like parent and children and siblings and friends. It's a different deal, and why it's a different deal for me because
I don't know.
this is the first relation human species ever had, of course. Adam and Eve, if we assume that they
Yeah,
were the
yeah,
first.
yeah.
So they were the couple. They were not parents. They were not siblings. They were not friends.
But they were parents, but not children. You mean?
But later, the first, what
Oh,
they
in the
were,
beginning, right, right. They
yes,
were, they were, they
they were,
were, they were a couple before they were parents. Correct. Yeah,
yes. So
which
it
is
is
usually the case.
really,
But
yeah, it is really organic, and
yeah,
the way by implication for me, uh, when we are in relationship, people say that, oh, this guy or this girl change after that relationship or getting married and things like that. Is that we we get that state of being, real state of being, not full, not complete, nothing, but just that state of being, the organic, the starting point of ourself. We get that after being in a relationship, and then, like, it is something really huge. I will write some, maybe someday, about that. Okay, oh, this is what I feel about that. But it is a huge deal, and that's why this type of relationships are different. People become different in those relationships, and they are totally different. They can be totally different with others. Like, okay, I might be different with my mother, I might be different with my siblings, my friends, my co-workers, but I will be a different person to that particular person, because this is something innate to me, that okay, because this is a first thing. It's kind of like instinct. Hmm.
mm.
So
How do you mean instinct?
It is like, because it connects you to your origin. I don't have words for that. I will write it about it and try to share what I really feel about that at some point in my life.
At some point, what?
At some point in my life, I will write about this.
Oh,
Right now,
oh,
if I write, people say, "Oh, look who's talking."
oh. No, no.
But this is what I think.
Hmm.
It's a different thing.
Oh, your thinking is magical, Beena. Love it. Very cool. Very cool. Give me 1 second. I want to finish this. Look, I'm adding this to the.
And your bite.
Oh, yeah. Session 2.
Mhm. You're making changes,
Hmm. I'm just
or
adding this as a
adding.
slide. Just
Okay,
adding a slide.
adding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. You like that, Beena?
To make full screen. Okay. You practice finishing your sentences, both your verbal sentences and the sentences in your mind. When we make a habit of finishing our sentences and our thoughts, it is out. Okay. We not only practice the application of thinking things through to the end, uh, we also come to see how often we have half-formed thoughts. Yes, oh yes, big time, which lead nowhere, but we just assume they are valid. Finishing a sentence. Oh, we need to make changes. Out thought.
Blast, blast. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I didn't realize it was going to do that. Okay. I'll just take the first thing that I can take. There we go. Okay. Sorry, Beena. I just wanted to add the scene, you see, and I forgot it was going to cover it up for you. I was just being mindless. I'm sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay.
Unaware.
So the first line, when we make a habit out of finishing, and the second line is out thought. Out
Yeah,
thought.
yeah. I do that regularly, actually.
Aware of these shadow thoughts, which can only believe are real. Further, we acquire the benefits of better expression and clarity of mind. Okay. Okay, it's a very subtle thing that that unfinished, incomplete. half, or maybe more than half, or sometimes not even more than half. It's a big deal because we assume that we are communicating. It happens with me many times when I try to communicate with you, and I assume that okay, I told you know the context, okay, where my thought train is going, and of course it is not possible, but we assume things. Yes, so you're right. When we make a habit out of finishing our sentences and our thoughts. I cannot see the other R sentence is R or out. It is
Where?
on the top, the second line, first line, sorry. When we make a habit out of finishing our, it is R or out. I cannot
When we
see
make
because of your
a
picture.
habit, when we
Yeah.
make a habit, out of,
Okay.
just when we make a habit, the out is redundant here. When we make a habit of finishing our we
Yeah.
typically make a habit out of it. It's just a,
Yeah. Yes.
but
Yeah. Our sentences and our thoughts, we not only practice the application of thinking things through to the end, we also come to see how often we have half-formed thoughts. Yes, which led nowhere, but we just assume they are
it should
valid.
be lead nowhere.
Oh, sorry, which leads
Yeah.
nowhere. They are valid. Finishing a sentence and a thought forces us to be aware these shallow thoughts, which we only believe are real. Further, we acquire the benefits of improved expression and clarity of mind. Yes, yes. It happens in the reading also. Like sometimes I miss words and assume that this must be this word, and my mind just start going and going and going further. So yes, you're right.
There we go. I mean, it was just in this thing, there's a lot of stuff that we want to practice. So this hasn't come up before because, it hasn't been an issue too much. But yet, it's not necessarily an issue for everybody in verbally, but mentally so. So this is why I wanted to add it in. Erica used to do the same thing, but she's practiced now, finishing her thoughts and thinking them through, and it's been transformative for her. Same with Kay. She's finishing her thoughts. She never did before. She never had a problem with speaking necessarily so much, but in thinking, yes, absolutely. So before I forget, as soon as I get back there, I want to go to the post and tag. Well, if Donna's already commented, then I won't tag her, but tag Donna, Sue, Kay, Robin, and Sher. I'll include her.
And Erica.
Oh, and Erica. I was going to say, I'm missing somebody. Yes, and Erica. Yeah, yeah. I thought I was missing somebody. Oh, all the current participants. And,
Yes.
okay, we'll sort of treat Sue Sher as a sort of current participant, but okay. Well, at least she is a participant who's done Way of Impeccability. Not as nicely as and as thoroughly as I would like her to do, but still. She is at least an alumni, right? So we'll treat her as such. And in that sense, I'm treating people who've done Way of Impeccability and saying, okay, here you go, um, to say, hey, I'm keen to hear your thoughts on this. Because we did have that, and I think Sher was there when we spoke about unconditional love, right?
I'm not sure about
I
that,
think
but
so. I think she was there. I think she was there.
okay.
Yeah. Or at least in some way she was connected to it. It did come up in our conversation with her somewhere. So either way, it don't matter. Either way, I just don't want to leave somebody out. So right.
Yes.
Can't think if there's anybody else, but if there is, well, let me know. Can you think of somebody else I need to tag?
Ryan never did that. Janelle never did
I
that.
didn't finish. I mean, I could tag them.
Of
Yeah,
course,
I can include them. So, just they don't have to finish the thought. It's just people I want to know whose opinion it is. But then there's a lot of people I could tag. Rose, I could tag Lisa. So I'm just gonna leave it to people who finish the program.
oh yes, and we can, no, but okay, but we can
If I
also
start
like,
tagging
okay.
all people like that, There's zillions of them who I want to hear about. So and I'll put in my tag. I'll put in my tag. I'll say, I'm keen to hear what you think about this, particularly as it potentially relates, or from a way of impeccability perspective. See, that will imply that they've done it. So somebody seeing the tags, oh, these are people who've done it. See, makes sense.
Yes.
I'm going to turn it into a bit of kind of queuing and sort of in a way roundabout way advertising.
Oh, yes, yes. Leveraging,
Yes,
leveraging.
always,
That's it.
always multitasking.
Always. Oh, yes.
Okay, so wonderful thoughts about love, always right on dead center. Right, I'm gonna give Alan's thing I love there, Venus magical thing. The maestro, he's really is a little maestro. So funny. Look, see,
Oh, yes.
22 in this time since we've been chatting, Beena. In the 2 hours, 22 people. And I did more from the start of the day. It was 40, and then I don't know. It's been probably another 20 since then. So, oh, 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 I'm glad I remembered. I can't just go and accept them all. I only need to accept, I think, let's see. So that's 12. See, it was 290. Somebody left. I wish I could see who leaves, and interesting to know, right?
Yes.
Anyway, so I must only accept 12 and then do the welcome post. So, wow, but before I do that, they can wait just a little bit. Let me see if there's been comments on your post. Oh, beautiful tree. Ay, ay, ay.
This was really amusing for me too.
Come on, Bundy. Seriously, you only see the picture?
Yeah, is Bindi she or he?
I don't know.
Okay, whoever. It
Bundy.
was really amusing for me when she says beautiful
Yeah,
tree.
yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
ah,
come on, really
seriously.
now, exactly. But it is a beautiful tree. At least it's a comment, so it's all good, Bina. It satisfies the intent. So, all right, I'm gonna tag them here real quick, and then
Um,
I'll do the welcome post. So, all right, let's
this always on the dead center thing. Alan said that before too.
see.
That,
Yes. Habits, habits. Okay,
okay.
so
Oh yes, I
Donna.
like Beena. You always hit like, well, this is a point.
Okay,
Hmm, that's it. Why moving
uh,
here and there?
okay. The order is important here. I'm going in order of where they were doing the program. So the next would come Sure, right?
Ah,
Right?
yes.
Sure. Then comes K. Was K before Sue? No. Well, yes,
No,
technically.
no. Huh? No?
Well,
Oh yes, yes, yes.
she sort
Technically,
of did
yes.
it. She was, almost before Sure, sort of. Not really. Okay, so okay, and then Sue, and then right.
Yeah.
I didn't tag these people. Sure, March Monday. Boom, boom. Okay, Sure, and then K, and then Sue. You gotta put Susan for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like so.
Mm,
I don't know. It's in habit
yeah.
because I cannot even relate her to Suzanne. It is
Yeah.
like Sue.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if it stays a link if I put Sue. No, it doesn't. You see, sometimes you
Yeah.
can dang it, Susan, and then Robin, Robin. Hey, come on now, Robin. Huh? The heck is she with a? She's with a I. Robin. What was her last name? Huh. Painter. Huh. Huh. You're not a member of the group then? Hmm. That's interesting. I thought we added her. Oh, come on, spelling, get away.
I saw her name in my people you may know.
Yeah, well, she's friended you, I believe,
Huh?
and I know she's friended me. But I thought I added her to the group. She might not have accepted the thing yet. Yeah, Robin Scott Painter.
Yeah.
She
No,
she's
I know.
she's invited, but she hasn't accepted the invitation.
She might be missing. She says that I'm not really into technical, like
Yeah, yeah,
technology and all this, and so might be missing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that definitely is a thing. I don't really know how you're gonna make a way of a bigger perspective out of it, but anyway. Let's see what Donna has to say. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, ooh. Oh, come on, Donna. Post this as a comment in the posts.
I said that I needed.
Perhaps, like everything, love is an energy form, and this energy is housed currently in our physical bodies, the container. And we share, radiate it, permeates by us just being here, now in this physical body. And we can harness the energy and make a deliberate choice on how we want to express this energy. And a deliberate choice of focus to whom we want to share this energy. Yes, yes, yes.
Bindi. Oh, she is. Bindi is she. Bindi Dhillon. Bindi Kaur Dhillon. She is a Sikh, Indian Punjabi.
Yeah,
Sorry. Okay, so you were asking about what is other than this paradigm shift, what is happening. Uh, Certain Mars squares, they are going to be in a square. They are, they were. It was the first one. And now there will be more. I have to check your.
yeah. Ooh, oh, oh.
What? What happened?
No, just something itching. Oh, that's not what I want. I want sticky notes. Another good post from Vanessa.
I will listen to her now.
No. Read it. This one. Yeah, I'll read it to you. Okay. So the title of a post is. Let me put here. Stop obligating yourself to unhealthy dynamics that drain you. Start committing to healthy standards that fuel you. I mean, right there. That's pretty cool. Right?
Mm,
Emphasis shifting from fixing to replacing. Right?
mm,
Too many of
mm,
us are stuck in old paradigms of relationship. Fantastic. Right there. Right? To death do us part. Till death do us part. Doesn't mean obligating yourself to unhealthy dynamics where you give up being your best self and handball the responsibility of your fulfillment to your partner. I mean, it's a powerful point. It's not particularly well expressed, but it's a good point, right? Handball means pass it off, like you're playing handball. There are a few certain words that have become synonymous with the old, unfulfilling paradigm of relationship that I've personally discarded for my future success in the realm of intimate relationships. Obligation, compromise, expectation. Stop obligating yourself to dynamics that are diminishing each other's lives. Start committing to hold yourselves accountable to a standard of enhancing each other's lives by actualizing your potential as individuals in all areas of contributing your gifts to your relationship. I think somebody's transcribing what she says. That's why they miss some stuff. So, okay, Donna's talking more. This frequency of energy may feel different based on the context of the situation because of the intent focus. The more you are aware of your moreness, the more intense it flows around us, and the more others feel sense it around them. Yes, Donna. So I'm not going to read the rest. I mean, you get the gist of it, and it's just more of the same point, really. It's a cool point. It's excellent. I mean, it's cool stuff that she's sharing, right? There's a
mm,
new paradigm of relationship awakening, one in which there is love between equals. So it's great stuff.
mm, mm.
Again. I meant open up the possibilities in the group, but okay, Donna just took it more in the abstract. All right. So I'm trying to encourage. I mean, like I said, content like Vanessa's is what I'm hoping that people will post. It's good stuff. It's useful stuff. It's not necessarily, earth shattering, but it's solid stuff. That's basic stuff. Or more than basic sometimes. It's good stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, like I said, long
Okay.
posts, long posts, long posts, long posts. But again, we also want to set that intent that we want people who are willing to read the longer posts. Especially ones, okay, there's too many, you can't always read them, you don't have the time. But if it's a pinned post to the top, this I do expect you to read at least, once or twice a week. You don't have to read each and every one of them, but still, at least read them once or twice a week, yeah?
Yeah.
Just read the
Intent
occasional
setting.
one. Yeah,
Intent setting.
right. I mean, this is who we want in the group, people that actually do read them, you know.
Yes.
At the end of the day, well, it's okay. Well, before we go to bed, Beena, I need to share a post, and I want to leave yours as a pinned post, but then I'll make it a pinned post tomorrow. I want to leave yours up as long as possible. But the reason why I need to share it is because I've shared the first three parts, and people have been following. And somebody said, "Oh, I'm looking forward to the next part." So I want to share the last part of that. It's a series. Um, so if people think they're so
Yeah.
clever,
So
but no, they kind of
we
miss
need
it.
to set an intent for this. That okay, we need
Correct. I do. I want
uh,
more thoughtful,
people,
responsive people.
active members in group who are willing to not only pay attention in time to sophisticated, okay, more serious posts, and and willing, and they do share uh, their perspectives also on that. And we need more engagement, serious engagements on serious posts, and active members. Yes.
Yeah. Say your part again, because I'll get distracted by Donna.
I was just saying that we need more active members in this group who are serious and willing to read and pay attention
Yeah.
and spend
Yeah.
time on serious posts worthy enough. And
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
want them to be more
Yeah.
actively engaged
Yeah.
in that and make comments
Yeah.
and share their
Yeah.
perspectives.
I don't want to emphasize it too much as an intent, and I'm a
I
little
want.
ambiguous here. No, I tell you why, Bina. Because we have this in the Zoom sessions already. So if we have
Mm,
too much interactivity, too much value in the group, there's no need for the programs. See? So in a way that it's a little bit not fulfilling is a good thing. I haven't been making posts, right? And we haven't, right?
mm,
So
mm,
as we go a little bit further, we are going to refine our posts to stir things up and get conversation, and then say, hey, if you want, and to ask the questions too, and say, you want
okay.
an answer to this, fine, come on to Zoom and we'll tell you how you can get more. You see, so we'll leverage it. We'll leverage the fact that there aren't these quality posts, or they are long and that people aren't getting it short but have a desire for it. We'll leverage that into saying, hey, because people don't have the time either. So okay, so yeah, Donna says perhaps you could incorporate a task within the mourners course that participants meet in group sessions of their own creation. I, 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 I that's sort of interesting. At least once a week for 1 hour. Leave the time, place, and who joins up to them. No assigned facilitator, and see what unfolds. I don't know. Again, just throwing it out here. Yeah, yeah. again, it's a great idea. This what Donna just said, but it also puts already people are under stress and pressure just to come to Zoom twice a week and to do their sessions. Look at Kay. She's not working. What the hell was she doing? And she couldn't get to do a session. You see, so the to have anything that puts even more pressure on people's time, I'm very wary of. So that's why I don't really emphasize this, being part of the program is posting in the group. I just let it go. Yeah. Then she says, been feeling creative about the concept of creating community. What can little old me do to create a version of the city? Now, as we speak, let's do something. So
Yes, you're
I'm
right.
I'm 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 very very cautious to pressure people's time.
Ah,
Very cautious. Very cautious. If they feel overwhelmed and they can't keep up, they start feeling guilty that they are not doing what they should be doing, and then they just bail entirely. Then they just quit. See, so we have to be very cautious on this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very cautious. It's tricky, Beena. It's tricky. It's tricky, tricky, tricky
oh
stuff.
yeah, oh yes, yes it is. But while I was thinking about sharing and telling, and I was thinking of, okay, I will make a post, but then I said, but this is a topic of way of impeccability. I was thinking the same,
Mm,
but this is the topic from the course.
yeah.
Um, so
So
okay.
the way to do it in the program, I'm sorry, in the group, is to make a post about the what not sharing is, and the downsides of not sharing, the problems of communication, the problems of interaction, the problems of relationship. So if you want to make posts that are later, this is what I will do later. I'm just not I need to finish Mona's project first. These are the posts. You make a post not about the solution but about the problem. You stir things up, you agitate, you make a post about the problem, and you don't offer any solution. And you might say, what do you do about this? And then as people in the comment, you say, from our point of view, from wave impeccability, we deal with the problem not with specific solutions, but by dealing with character, the underlying issue, etc., etc. You see?
Okay, this is something I feel. It is just my perspective, of course. But I feel that when we say that, when we mention that, yes, it is a profound point. But by default, by implication, people assume that, oh, it is something which is not relevant to practical world. So I feel that it needs to be really, really
Right,
uh,
right.
cautiously chosen words with, because we do provide solutions. Okay, no, it's not in that way, because but by leveraging you, by enabling, or okay, assisting them to enable themselves to get the solution by themselves. But okay, it's a roundabout way. Still we do provide that. But when we say that, oh, it's not like, but by implication, people just assume that,
Yeah,
oh, it's a,
yeah,
it's a very academic.
right. Exactly. So that's the point. We stir up the problem and say, for us, it's about application, and we have specific tools of application too many to share here. And this is what our program is about. And if you want to know more, there you go. Nobilia.org/apply, or let us know. We organize a Zoom time, etc. Huh. Good timing. The Republican convention, where all the Republicans get together and they're supposed to talk about their policy. They haven't at the convention this year. It's all just about, trying to support Trump. And anyway, but right now at this time, it just came out. Yeah, sex scandal. Jerry Falwell Jr. Now, Jerry Falwell, his father is a very renowned televangelist, in an evangelical,
Mhm.
so this is a big scandal now, and those people they're all just BSs, those televangelists. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah.
They're dreadful, they hype the people up, and they just suck all the money out of them, and they just exploit and manipulate the people. It's amazing. So anyway, so this is good now because the evangelical movement, because they're a bunch of hypocrites, they support Trump. They don't care about the actual underlying thing. It's just about their base, because they are the people that are in the gift of doubt. That mindset, that lost and forgotten, and the ignorant, and that. It's for the evangelical movement in America. And it's a big deal. It's big business over here, and they politically have power too. They feed on those people. It's terrible. So anyway, so this is a
Uh,
big black eye for them, and it's a good thing in a sense, because it now, it's starting to make the dots and connect the dots that these people are not nice, and these are the people that Trump supports, and that he sings their praises of. And he just said yesterday, he said, "Oh, the evangelicals love me." Yeah, here's the guy, a predator, and they're showing him with young girls and all this stuff. Big scandal. So yeah, these are the people that you, Trump, are saying, "Oh, they love me and support me." Yes, of course you say that, because they like you. So good thing.
I just stopped sharing anything about American politics because of my two friends.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, it's not worth it. Yeah,
God, and Thomas and Paul, they both feel like really angry. They get upset with that, really. And it bothers me that, come on, guys, be mature.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Must I get
and
upset
then,
by everything you post? And that's what I find so amazing. They get upset with what you say, but does that mean I need to get upset with what you post? If
yeah,
yeah,
they would, and it is somehow they feel that, oh, I need to be in that. I don't want, of course, I cannot be in that phase in, in, in their thinking. So I said, okay, no more American politics post.
good.
Yeah, it really bothers me that how people can be so ignorant, in fact, so blind. They do just blind eye over everything about Trump. It's so obvious, but what to
Yeah,
do?
obvious isn't obvious to everyone, unfortunately. And the
I
problem
think that it is
is,
obvious for them. They are
uh,
just blind
it
eye over
is,
that.
but exactly, but it's hard to accept, because then they have to accept that they've been fooled. And not just fooled, but they've been played, that they've been made fools of. This is what they don't want to acknowledge, that they've been made fools of. So it's a big problem for them. Big problem. Big problem. And also, they keep getting reinforcement from Fox News. Fox News is the cancer. Something needs to happen to Fox News where it
Oh,
implodes. They already had Roger Ailes, who for long, for many years, was the head of it. He went out when in the Me Too movement. He was one of the early casualties of that, and also Bill O'Reilly, same thing. He was a big figure in that. Very influential. Same thing. So, but it didn't crash Fox News, unfortunately. The whole thing needs to crash. Some corruption scandal or tax thing or whatever, and they go bankrupt or whatever. They just go out of business, and or some law
yeah,
gets changed to say, look, if you're going to pretend to be a news thing, you've got to uphold the standards of the news. You can't say for entertainment only and put out all this rubbish, So,
same here. Same, exactly same here.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but the
So
prime
there's just a lot
minister.
of people who they just believe what's said there, and they have no in their world. There's no reason for them not to believe, but it's being said on the news. How can you not believe it? Surely they're not going to lie on the news. So it's a big problem. Big
Same
problem.
happened here in Pakistan. This guy, this Prime Minister, Imran Khan, he just like people were crazy, and it's a fact that majority, like 70, more than 70% of his voters were women, and they were actually trapped in his charm because they feel that he is so good looking. I don't know from where they get this idea, but it is like, oh my God, he is this, he is that, and all. Like, come on. And they just voted him, and they were making posts. Oh, at least someone presentable now in the prime minister house. Really?
Amazing. Yeah,
And
this is
now,
the
and,
yeah.
and the same people and the media was supporting him, and now the same people on media, they're saying that, oh, what you guys saw in him, what you guys, come on, you were making like uh, making the opinion about him. You were
Yeah,
collaborating. Like
yeah.
now everything is just imploding, and he's full of nonsense still. I can't even share with you
Uh,
how much he is into.
all right. So Sher saw my comment about the tag. So we'll see. All right. So before I go away from this, I want to message Robin and tell her that yeah, tell her to accept the invitation, then she'll see the post from the group
But where she saw my post,
on her timeline because she friended you.
I'm not. Oh,
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where she saw
how
your
can?
post.
Uh,
Yeah, that's true. How can she have? Well, maybe it showed up because I shared it, and in her
ah,
notifications, she's
that
sharing that.
that what was.
Oh, Sol shared a post, but she needs to go to the group and
Wow,
click
I
in the
got
group.
4 shares. I got four
Well,
shares.
it's two from me, one to the
Okay,
group, and then from the group to the page. So two more people shared it. Yeah,
but who shared that?
yeah,
I can only see you. Oh, whoever shared
yeah.
is
I don't
not
know.
me.
I'll have a look and see. Uh, Okay. Oh, oh, oh! I gotta make the welcome post. Dang it!
Yes.
I'm just doing the
Here is a me.
comments. What's that?
Want to show you something if you're not sharing
No,
screen.
no, go
So.
ahead. I am sharing, but you can unshare me. No problem.
See, we were talking about giraffe.
Ah, if a giraffe or a bow tie, would you wear it? Yeah or yeah? Up underneath the neck for sure, the top one. Yeah.
It's cute. It's funny, but yes, we assume that things are for
Yeah.
everyone like okay,
Well, you
same.
can
But
say on the cope, neither in the middle.
yeah, in the middle,
Yeah,
why not? It's
yeah,
giraffe. It's his neck. It's
exactly.
neck. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but it asked if I were a giraffe, not what the giraffe would do. If I were a giraffe, I'd wear it in the middle. Actually, I wouldn't wear a bow tie. But anyway, yeah. If I were a giraffe, I'd wear a long tie from the top all the way down to the bottom with a tie clip.
Oh no, with the tape.
Right. Well, that's the same thing, with the giraffe version tie clip, which would go all the way around.
Oh, you don't remember that Donald Trump he, he was using the Scotch tape for for tie.
Oh, I didn't see that. No.
Oh yes, it was
Wow.
it was funny. Everyone was like making fun of it because
Uh,
as a president he was doing that.
wow. I
Okay,
didn't see that. I'm amazed. I didn't see that. Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Wow. He's just a buffoon. That's the word for him. Buffoon. Yeah. Buffoon.
Yeah.
Buffoon. Buffoon. Perfect word for him. Oh.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. So what I was gonna do? Oh yes, I'm gonna welcome the people and see how many we have. 289. So that means I need 12
So while
people.
you are doing this, I'm going to make a call to Ray. Uh,
Oh,
her nephew is in hospital. Uh,
for what?
2-year old nephew is in
Wow.
hospital
For what?
for typhoid.
Oh gosh. Although typhoid might be easy to cure nowadays. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's still, he's very, yeah, of course, 2 years. And also, his mother just made some mistakes, like trying to give him medicine. But doctor suggested 6 months back. Uh, and
For something else. Oh
yeah, and not getting it that it's wrong. But anyway, so I'm going to call
yeah.
her.
Ignorance
Well,
is a dangerous thing, Beena. It's a dangerous thing.
yeah. So now, and now she was just trying to just get it fixed as soon as possible by just changing the doctors. And so there was
Oh, oh, it's not good.
really call training.
Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Making the post, Beena. I'll see you soon.
I'm here, but okay.
Oh, you're gonna stay on that line. Oh, good. Oh, good. I like to hear you when you chat. It's very enjoyable, Beena. I love it. I love it. Oh, good, 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 good. Love that. Love that. Ah.
number. वालेकुम अस्सलाम, बीना बात कर रही हूँ। अल्लाह का शुक्र है, तुम सुनाओ, पिता की तबीयत कैसी है? हम्म 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 हम्म, अच्छा, हाँ हाँ। नहीं यार, मैं खुद बिजी थी, इस वजह से नहीं कर सकी थी मैं। मुझे उमेश भाई का भी कह रही हूँ, मैं बिजी थी, और ना उमेश भाई का भी मैसेज आया था मेरे पास कि नहीं, उन्होंने तो इसके लिए किया था कि मैंने हाँ, क्योंकि अच्छा मुझे पता था कि उसको तो एडमिट करेंगे, जाहिर बात है, और अभी फॉरेन डिस्चार्ज भी नहीं करेंगे, तो मुझे पता था। नहीं अच्छा, हाँ हाँ हाँ, ठीक है, खैर। अच्छा, मगर एक बार यार, उसका ख्याल रखो, क्योंकि ये चीज एक दफा हो जाए ना, इसको हील होने में थोड़ा सा टाइम लगता है, बच्चों की बहुत हीलिंग जल्दी होती है। इस और इस सुनो, इसको थकने मत दो प्लीज, थकने मत दो उसको, कि वो खेल रहा है वो, हाँ हाँ, इसका प्लीज ख्याल करो। हाँ मतलब को नहीं, इसको यार फिजिकली इसको थोड़ा सा कोशिश करो कि इसको नहीं थकने दो, रियली। हाँ, क्योंकि हीलिंग इसकी उतनी जल्दी होगी जितने जल्दी ये, जितना ज्यादा ये सोएगा ना। हाँ, और ये अब वो पता है क्यों, क्योंकि ये भागेगा दौड़ेगा, तो फिर ऑब्वियसली उसका फिर जो है ना, सारा सिस्टम उसी तरह से माशाल्लाह से एक्टिव हो जाएगा, फिर उसको प्रॉब्लम थोड़ी सी होते हैं। हाँ, हाइजीन का तो इसका ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा। इसको भाभी से कहा, कहाँ से पानी पिलाया था तुम लोगों ने, करते हैं शादी में, कहते रेस्टोरेंट में। تو صحیح تو بات ہے، تو ہوا تو یہی ہے اس کے ساتھ، اسپیشلی اس کے ساتھ پانی سے ہوا. تو پانی کو اس کا خیال کرنا پڑے گا. اور پلیز اس کو کر سکو تھکنے مت دو اس کو جتنا ہاں کہنا ایک ہفتے اس کو تھوڑا سا کسی طرح برداشت کر لو، کسی طرح کرو، ٹرک کرو اس کو، یا اس کو سلاؤ زیادہ یا پھر یہ کرو. ہاں صحیح ہے، کیونکہ اس کی میڈیسن ایسی ہوگی نا، کیونکہ ڈاکٹر کو بتا دو نا کہ یہ نہیں سوتا نہیں ہے، تو کیونکہ ہیلنگ اس کے لیے ضروری ہے کہ یہ سو جائے، زیادہ ٹائم سوتے میں گزارے، ایکٹیو نہیں ہوتا زیادہ. ہاں نہیں ہے تو یار مجبوری ہے، تم اس کو موبائل سامنے رکھو، کوئی گیم رکھ دو، کوئی ٹی وی پہ کر لو. ہاں 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 خیر تم یہ کر لو، صبح کے زیادہ بٹھا کے رکھو، کھلاؤ ساتھ میں بٹھا کے نا کہ ہاں ٹھیک ہے تم یہ دیکھو، یہ کر لو. ہاں ہاں ٹھیک ہے، چلو پھر بات کرتے ہیں رات میں تسلی سے نا. یار بند ہے سب نیٹ اس پہ نا، کروم بک پہ کچھ ہو نہیں رہا تو اس لیے میں. جی اچھا نہیں یہاں نہیں ہوئی تھی، تو شکر ہے اللہ کا، کل بہت برا حال ہوا ہے سب کا. نہیں کل بہت عجیب سا، مطلب مجھے ڈر لگا، رونا آنے لگا تھا دیکھ دیکھ کے نا ویڈیوز. پہلے مجھے تو رونا آ رہا تھا نا ویڈیوز دیکھ دیکھ کے لوگوں کی نا. ہاں مجھ سے نہیں برداشت ہوتا یار. اچھا نہیں کل وہ بلوچ کالونی کی کسی گھر کی ویڈیو تھی، میں نے دیکھی نہیں تھی، مگر بھیا نے مجھے نا ایسی کھول کے دکھا دی، میں سمجھی کوئی اور ویڈیو ہوگی، جیسے آج کل لوگ بھیج رہے ہیں کہ وہ کروکوڈائلز آ گئے ہیں اور وہ مچھلیاں آ گئی ہیں اور یہ ہو گیا. ہاں ہاں تو میں سمجھی تھی وہ ہے، مگر وہ تو کل وہ کوئی بند ٹوٹا تھا، کسی کے گھر میں پانی آیا تھا نا. ہاں مجھے بہت ڈر لگا تھا، مجھے تو رونا آ گیا. یار وہ بچے رو رہے تھے اس طرح، میں تو رونا شروع ہوتا تھا. اتنا پڑھ پڑھ کے دم کر رہی تھی، اتنا پڑھ پڑھ کے دم کر رہی تھی کہ طوفان ٹل جائے کسی طرح، اللہ میاں کسی طرح. تو ہاں واقعی مطلب میں تو صبح سے پرسوں سے جو ہے نا وہ کنٹینیوسلی اے سی کام پہ لگی ہوئی تھی کہ مسلسل کر. ہاں اللہ میاں نے رحم کیا ہے. چلو ٹھیک ہے چلو ٹھیک ہے ٹھیک ہے ٹھیک ہے اوکے. اللہ حافظ. اللہ حافظ. اوکے ڈن.
To me or to Dura? You saying done?
I was saying for Durre.
Oh, oh.
For Durre.
uh, you done
It
with
is
Dura?
done. Yeah, I was
Uh,
telling you that was done.
all right, very cool, very cool. Well, I wasn't. She just said done, so I wasn't sure if you're talking to her or to me. Could have
No,
been
I
either way,
said,
right?
oh.
I mean, if it said so, I'm done, then that would have been. Well, I guess it was in English, but sometimes you use English words, so, right? Not so
I
much with
try
Dure,
not.
actually. Yeah, I didn't hear any. I didn't hear any English words with Dure. Yeah,
I don't like mixing up things,
yeah, it's
but
bad habit.
if it happens, so okay. I don't mind that, but personally, I feel that if I'm talking talking in English, then it needs to be English only.
Yeah,
And when I'm talking to in Urdu, so it has to be.
yeah.
I mean, I like that. I enjoy that.
It's good. It's very powerful. It's very useful, and it's much more articulate too. Did you ever get a reply back from that people for the tutoring in the regional language?
Oh yes, yesterday I don't know how I missed that. They were saying that okay, and I asked them which language you are looking, regional languages you are looking for. We are a group of people, and so we have counselors and therapists and all that, and interested in. But they say, oh, just drop your details first, so then we will contact you.
Oh,
Uh, I was not really interested because
yeah, no, don't worry
when
about it.
they says regional language, it means that okay that in that India's regional languages like Gujarati, Memli, and all these things.
Right, right. But I would imagine Urdu would work for them, because in the subcontinent, Hindi is the predominant language, right? And
Yeah.
Urdu is the second most spoken one. Yeah,
In India, yes.
yeah. It's first, but there's a big difference between Hindi and Urdu in terms of the
Ah,
population, right?
oh yes,
I mean, like
yes,
everybody speaks Hindi, but only a small portion speaks Urdu, right?
yes.
Yeah. So that would make in India makes Urdu a regional language.
Ah, okay. Okay. If you feel
Not
that,
Hindi. Hindi is not a regional language. Hindi is like
yes.
Mandarin. And Swahili in Africa and Spain, Spanish. It's a widely spoken language. So that it doesn't. Those would be. I can't see other languages that wouldn't qualify as a regional language. Maybe Russian because it's spoken over a wide area. Because of like in Kazakhstan and Ukraine and places like that aren't Russian, but because of the Russian occupation of them, they speak Russian there. So, um, same with English. It's spoken all over the world because of the colonial thing. Same with Spanish, Portuguese. I'm curious now. I wonder how they would define what isn't or what is a regional language and what isn't more interested to. I'm gonna Google that.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I think they are defining a regional language as, mm, yeah, yeah, it's languages that are, but Urdu is the national language of Pakistan, right?
Yes.
That makes it regional in India, but not in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Yeah. A regional language is a language spoken in an area of a sovereign state, whether it be a small area, a federated state or province, or some wider area. Internationally, for the purposes of the European Charter for Regional or Minority Languages. Regional or minority languages means languages that are traditionally used within a given territory of a state by nationals of that state who form a group numerically smaller than the rest of the state's population and different from the official language of that state. Yeah, that's what I thought they mean. Yeah, yeah. But still, a regional language could be a language that's spoken across a region, like in
Ah,
Central America. You could say, well, Spanish is a regional language there, but that's not how they're defining it, you see. Yeah, it's more a minority language. That's the definition. Yeah, minority language, regional is the same. Yeah,
okay.
I mean, in my
So I
logic, regional language would be across a region, a wider
hmm,
region, like Spanish in Central and South America. It's a regional language as far as I'm concerned, you know. Yeah,
okay.
anyway.
Can we start reading Sophie now?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm listening. Oh God, yes. Oh God, yes. I'm so ready for this. Oh yes. Oh
Hmm,
yes.
what?
Oh yes.
It's not your thing to uh, leave things like that.
Never,
So
Never. Nope, 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 nope.
That is why I'm
Yeah.
keen. I might not be because my
Oh
my
God, yes,
my
I'm so keen.
my life works.
Cause you
Just a
what?
minute. Just a minute.
Sure, sure.
At some point, I have to transition from quoting others to quoting myself. Otherwise, I will remain stuck. Okay, I will come later.
I have no idea what you were saying there, but okay.
No, it is your post about quoting yourself.
Oh, I see. Oh, cool, Beena. Oh, I can't say this. Hmm.
Do you remember where we were?
No. Oh, I do not,
Seriously?
unfortunately. Oh, I don't. Seriously.
Um,
We
Greek,
were
Greek,
where?
Greek philosophers.
Well, we passed that point already. We were at the point where the philosopher said, don't. A few rules, kind of. He made a few rules to not check up on him. That's where we were. Remember?
59. Yeah, 59 page.
Hmm. Oh, page 59. Oh, wow.
Life is good. Okay, you can go like this. So, 53.
What?
I thought that 59, no, we haven't read that one.
Oh, we haven't
So,
read it yet? Oh. I don't know. Maybe just search it for. I don't know. Can't remember what to search for. Okay. Check up on me, I think.
so he doesn't do drugs, does he?
Yeah, maybe from
This
there.
one, this one we have read, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And she says that, oh, Mom, I promise you once and for all, I'll never do any of that stuff.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he doesn't either, but he's very interested in philosophy. Yeah.
We read there.
So
It's
now,
where with the
yeah.
he's talking to Sophie and he responds and he says, he says you can't check up on me and some other rules here. I don't know whatever. Oh, oh, Linda said welcome. Wow, that's good.
Sophie felt her heart pounding. Her first instinct was to run after him in her pajamas, but she didn't dare run after a stranger in the middle of the night. But she did have to go out and fetch the envelope. Okay, so I'm reading from here. After a minute or two, she crept down the stairs, opened the front door quietly, and went to the mailbox. In a flash, she was back in her room with the envelope in her hand.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
sat
this
on
is
her
it.
bed, holding her breath. After a few minutes had passed and all was still quiet in the house, she opened the letter and began to read. She knew this would not be an answer to her own letter that could not arrive until tomorrow. Fate. Good morning once again, my dear Sophie. In case you should get any ideas, let me make it quite clear that you must never attempt to check up on me.
There you go. Yeah, yeah,
One day we will meet, but I shall be the one to decide when and where. Such an arrogant one, huh? And that's
yeah,
final.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, that's final. You're not going to disobey me, are you? Oh, yes, of course. Yes.
yeah.
But to return to the philosophers, we have seen how they tried to find natural explanations for the transformation in nature. Previously, these things had been explained through myths. Old superstitions had to be cleared away in other areas as well. We've seen them at work in matters of sickness and health as well as in political events. In both these areas, the Greeks were great believers in fatalism. Fatalism is the belief that whatever happens is predestined. We find this belief all over the world, not only throughout history but in our own day as well. Here in the Nordic countries, we find a strong belief in Lagnadan or fate.
Oh,
In the old Icelandic sagas.
sagas. Or sagas, but sagas. That's why I say it. You know, I belong to a guild called Saga or Saga in World of Warcraft.
Okay.
Just by the way.
Icelandic Icelandic sagas of the Edda. Okay. We also find the belief both in ancient Greece and in other parts of the world that people could learn their fate from some from from some form of oracle. In
Mm,
other
mm,
words,
mm.
that the fate of a person or a country could be foreseen in various ways. There is still a lot of people who believe that they can tell your fortune in the cards, read your palm, or predict your futures in the stars. Yes. A special Norwegian version of this is telling your fortune in coffee cups. When a coffee cup is empty, there are usually some traces of coffee grounds left. This might form this, these might form a certain image or pattern, at least. If we give our imagination free rein, if the grounds resemble a car, it might mean that the person who drank from the cup is going for a long drive. Thus, the fortune teller is trying to foresee something that is really quite unforeseeable. This is characteristic of all forms of foreseeing, and precisely because what they see is so vague, it is hard to repudiate fortune teller's claim. Repudiate, what it means?
Repudiate. To say it's false. To
Okay,
prove it's false,
repudiate.
actually.
It is hard to repudiate
Mm.
fortune tellers' claims. Oh yes, they just make it, including me, like
Right.
quite
Oh,
generalize.
before you
Yeah.
carry on, you started to tell me about the uh, the astrology this year and what's
Now,
ongoing.
well, yeah, but you were busy, so I said, okay, later.
Right,
So
right. That's now's later. I
I,
don't want to forget that. Sorry, if you don't mind saying before we continue. It's important to me, Beena. I really want to hear it. And you were saying, and I don't know what happened. Then I didn't hear. So
okay, so uh, there is no page number in this document. Okay, so it was like they are this. This is quite quite important and rare also, that Mars, a planet of your personal drive, your ambition, your will, uh, your drive to fight over something, your drive to initiate things, um, your spirit to fight for your ideas, and your physical actions also, physical strength also, uh, all about physical things also. Mars is about that, and it's a planet of emanation. It's a planet of war. It's a planet of uh, all the sports. Yes,
Mm.
and it's a planet
Competition,
of
as in other words.
yeah. So I'm just telling you because that it
Yeah,
includes everything. It is related to.
yeah.
So this planet Mars is in a square. A square is something like you can say that they are looking at each other. Those two planets who are in square, they are looking at each other with not so friendly way.
Oh dear. Ooh.
It's a bit in challenging way. They are looking at
They're
each
in
other.
opposition. Yeah,
Yeah, and not exactly in opposition. You can say that
yeah,
cunning
yeah,
guys.
yeah, 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 yeah. They're giving each other the eye. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Mm.
and Saturn. Saturn is about time. Saturn is about uh, uh, restrictions, boundaries, structures. Um, People above the age of 40, and some old souls, like no matter in which the age they are.
Sorry.
Um, and it's about restrictions, it's about limitations, it's
Mm.
about control also. So, and huge structures and governments and politics and government structures and institutions and authority figures and teachers and gurus. So
Wow.
so okay. So
So
they
who's in opposition with who now? Who's square with who?
yes, yeah. So now the structure, the control.
Sorry, is Mars and Saturn square with each other?
Yes, yes,
Ah, okay,
yes.
okay.
So now you can say, you can feel that the government, the political institutions are looking in a not so pleasant way to the army. Okay, this is one thing.
Mm.
And also personally, that our groundedness is being in a square with our willingness to leave everything, to rebuild, to just do things and get out, and not feel bound by any means. So you got my point.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So yeah. So this is what is happening, and it is going to continue. Um,
Yeah. What happened? Where'd you go? Mm. Well, I'll be there. I can't hear you, Beena. I don't know if you lost connection or what, but I'm not hearing you. Mm. Mm.
Oh.
Hmm. Where you been, a sweetness? Yes. Hello, Beena. Hello, Beena. I'm assuming stuff happened, so all good. Yeah, you know, you sweet Beena. I'm not hearing you, Beena.
Yeah, I was connecting my Bluetooth headset.
Ah,
Yeah, so power shut down out of nowhere. Okay.
wow, 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 wow.
Before it was like round clock, uh, 8 to 9 or things like that. But today it was 7:42, and
Wow.
so you were wondering maybe some other stuff, some hardware or what. But no, it came on 8:42. It was 44.
Wow.
8:44. Yeah. So
Wow.
I was walking on roof terrace and came back. Uh, Interesting stuff.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Alan sent me a message. He was asking me about uh, what's happening in Karachi. So, yeah, and I told him that, okay, this is what is happening. And he said, and what about you? And I said, I'm at home, I'm going outside. He said, I'm still worried about you, Beena. Make sure, just keep informing me, keep messaging me that, okay, how is everything? And I said, okay, I will try to do more now. And he says, okay. And I said, I'm just having, like, staying at home, eating food and all that. And he says, ah, this is good. Eat some candies also, whatever you
Oh,
like.
interesting.
Because
Interesting.
I think that it is in context of what I said in my post. So he says,
Hmm.
hmm, maybe I feel that. So
Interesting. Very interesting, Beena. But all good, right? All exciting.
oh, yes, it is good.
Very good. Well, I texted the guy with the trailer. It's a good deal for me. It's just, it's 8 foot by 4 foot high, 4.5 foot high, um, 8 foot long. I don't know how wide. Anyway, probably about 3 feet wide, I would imagine. Anyway, uh, I can put the bigger stuff in there. You know, in the fridge and the table and the chairs and stuff like that. And just make it a lot easier for me to move. I'll fit everything in the van. Maybe not the table, but I can put the table on the roof. Um, you know, still, just with the stress of it. So if I have a little trailer, I can put it all in there. I don't have to worry so much about, carefully packing the trailer. Just a lot less stress. So just be
Okay,
useful.
okay,
you know.
okay.
And then also, especially if it's a longer trip and I need to sleep, you see, then I can leave space inside the van to sleep, you see, and that's a big deal. So I hope I don't have to make a long trip. I'm liking that what I saw in Flagstaff. That's pretty cool. So anyway, but it doesn't have a title now. I don't know if that means that I can't really use it. I don't know if you need a number plate for a trailer. I don't know how.
Ah,
You know, if it's a one trip, I mean, gotta go down there and drive up here, and then, basically find a place to leave the trailer until I move. I can probably leave it there by I leave here, or maybe by Benny. Well, I can definitely leave it at Lindsay's place. So, um, you know, just leave it there, and then when I need to go, in a month's time, just go and pick it up and then move the stuff. I so hey, take a bit of a chance, but yeah, I don't think it's a particularly big chance. So
Hmm. Interesting.
yeah, yeah. All right, other than that, I think you can go to the DMV and get a temporary plate for it, where you say, "Look, I'm just moving at one time," and they'll give you a temporary plate. There's that too. There's another one that's for sale for 75, but it's much smaller. So this one has higher sides. That one has just got little short sides. So, well, we'll see. I texted the guy. Let's hope he gets back to me. So I'm just scrolling a little bit more to see what else there is. Oh, you see, like here's one that may be good. Okay, it's 400. It's all the way down in Nogales. So that's too far.
Okay. So the post about they're saying that the long Saturn Mars square. Anyone feeling it? Nature is showing it with the volcano eruptions, fires, hurricanes, and tornadoes happening recently. People are showing it as the escalating aggression and division. But in our personal life is where we can take this energy and transform in higher manifestation, iron will, determination, using the discomfort to break from a painful pattern, doing something under immense pressure.
Mm.
So we were discussing it's a continuation of that discussion.
I'm not following. Sorry, I'm a little lost now.
In the Saturn Mars square,
Ah,
we
right,
were
right,
discussing.
right.
Yeah. So they're saying that people right now what is happening? Nature is showing that okay, this Mars and Saturn square is happening. So volcanoes are erupting, fires and hurricanes and tornadoes. Yeah, and people are escalating aggression and division. But in our personal lives is where we can take this energy and transform in higher manifestation, iron will, determination, using the discomfort to break from a painful pattern, doing
Mm,
something under immense pressure. So, okay, this is the energy. Of course, that's what I was trying to
mm,
communicate.
mm.
So that it
Wow.
is about our will, it is about our ambition also, it is about determination, it is about doing things, it is about, okay, now they are saying that it and the immense pressure, of course. So,
Mm,
um, if you really feel that you want to have something, you can get it like that. Yes, it will take 3 times more effort. You can say that 3 times more energy, but no matter what, it will give it definitely going to manifest in 3 times more uh, powerful manifestation.
wow.
It is a bit problematic, but
It's a bit what?
it's a bit problematic on surface. It seems like oh, this is the Mars Saturn square is not so present and aggression and other things. yes, we can also use this energy to do things. It's about doing.
But they are saying that if you do it, you're going to get three times the benefit. So even though it's more
Yeah,
difficult, it's worth doing.
yeah, yes.
Huh, huh. That's cool. But you know what else is going to happen? Or what else is in the works? What else are they saying?
Searching and looking for it so I can share with you. And if we can be more specific to your question, it's easier for me. What you are actually looking
What's that, Beena?
for. You're busy. Okay, we start
I,
with paper.
I'm listening. I'm just scrolling through the pictures. I'm not really doing anything.
Yes, I'm asking you that is there anything specific you're looking at, you want to know? If you can be more specific in
No,
that.
no, just in general, like, okay, in terms, okay, we had a paradigm shift this year, and just kind of the bigger picture.
Okay, okay, okay. So the bigger picture is that I'm going to search that through Virgo. So,
You're gonna search through one?
through Virgo, that how it's going to be for Virgos.
No, no, I was just thinking for the world at large, like,
It
and
is. It is. This Saturn and Mars square is
that's
basically
it.
for more than personal level. It's going to be on a larger
Yeah,
scale.
yeah,
Then.
yeah. So
So
basically, they're saying conflict, especially between the
yes,
old, right,
yes,
between older, more established stuff and whatever.
yeah.
And yeah, so that's um, you
And
know,
the army will be more active, and they
yeah.
are going to be more active, and they will
And then
be
how long does this
force
last?
behind
How long does this last for, Bina?
it is going to be the final. Okay, the final one will be in this position. In
I couldn't hear you. Broke up. Say that again.
November, in January. Let me be precise. Let me check. Yes, by the way, Sid, what is your view on law of attraction?
I think they get it all messed up. And the thing is, with law of attraction, their whole philosophy revolves around these affirmations. Say it, I don't know, I saw it earlier today, I don't know, like 10 times a day, 30 times a day, whatever. Say, I am wonderful, I will be successful, I am wealthy, whatever. And that's the whole logic right there. So, without understanding honesty and that whole thing, you're not in a bureaucrat's, it's not going to do anything for you. Now, of course, some people had some success with intent, and this is where it comes from. But the whole logic behind it is essentially, get something for nothing, just out of nowhere. and they don't understand how it works. Yes, they set an intent, but you got to really be focused on your intent. You got to understand how your intent, at least you got to feel some sort of energy, excitement, realism to your intent. So yes, we can make those things happen, and we can affect the local reality. But there's it's not an unbridled thing. And I'd be surprised if one can truly intend things which are uh, sort of beneficial but not good for you. At least where you think it's like okay, um, you know, I don't know, instant fame or wealth or whatever. I don't know. I'm a bit dubious about the way they go about it. Again, like I said, I do subscribe to intent, but I think they're going about the whole thing in a very commercial way, and it appeals to people who just want something for nothing. Yes, just say the affirmations or whatever, and they have you make up vision boards and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know. It's problematic. Um, they sort of got the right idea, but poorly implemented. Let's put it that way. I'm cautious with using intents because of unintended consequences. So yeah, I mean, I reserve it for when I really need it.
And
It might just be my perspective. For all I know, there are
that's
people who are really understanding this and just get whatever they want, and life is easy. It's quite possible, but I don't know. I'm a bit dubious.
And what about these subliminal messages and recommendations?
Yeah, that's interesting because it's so funny that you mentioned this. I looked at what did I see? I was looking through the thing with the affiliate marketing, and they sent to a site that lists affiliate marketing stuff and how much they pay, and one of the better paying ones was um, a course for or a program or whatever, but they were telling how come it starts off with a whole video about why law of attraction doesn't work and how the person went struggle, and then the thing that they're selling is a dream machine thing that reprograms your subconscious, and it uses lights and sound and stuff. So that might have something to it. Um, where people have some conscious blocks that you're a failure, you're useless, you can't, and I maybe that's something that's quite possible. If you change those, it might really have a profound effect on the person. But I don't know. Law of attraction is very popular, but if you look in the history of the world at things that really, really worked, that made that actually really worked and made a significant difference, you will see that everybody has it, essentially. You know, so unless there's some you know blockage or to it, but they get generally adopted. A fridge is a good idea, a good example.
Mm,
Who doesn't have a fridge?
mm,
See, but something like a microwave comes out that works really well, but because people misunderstood how it works, the technology, it got this reputation. Oh, it's gonna, cause X-rays and get into you, and they don't understand it's a different kind of like radiation. They think like radiation from a nuclear bomb. It uses a different kind of radiation. It doesn't use it in the same way. So there was this misunderstanding of the technology, and it got a bad reputation. So it diminished the sales somewhat. There's still some people who don't want to use it for whatever reason. And there's no logical reason not to use it. It's just kind of a superstition reason, a false misbelief. But nonetheless, despite even that, you see microwaves everywhere, or other appliances. My point is that if stuff, okay, take painkillers. There's a good example. You know, there's all sorts of painkillers out there, but it's something that really works, and when something really works, then people use it. That's it. With few exceptions. I mean, There's always people that are difficult. You'll probably will find somebody who doesn't want to use a fridge for whatever reason. I haven't met them yet. But my point is, if something is truly remarkable and revolutionary, it gets adopted by everyone. There's no need to sell it or promote it. And if you're making a course to sell law of attraction, it's obviously not working, right?
Hmm. I was thinking about that, and I saw that many videos.
Yeah.
One thing really interesting. An Indian guy. He uh, he has a channel.
Who is this now?
An Indian guy, a young
Oh,
guy.
oh.
He has uh, traction channel related to that. So
Yeah, you're
he
breaking
made
up a
I.
little bit. You're maybe a little far from the microphone. I'm
Okay,
struggling to hear
okay.
you.
Oh,
There you
sorry.
go.
No.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. So I think that he has two or more channels. The first
Uh,
one is for telling that, okay, what is law of attraction, how it works, what kind of practices and all these things. So I don't know about that because I didn't saw that. But he mentioned that
I
as
didn't
I
see
told
that.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So the other one is about success stories. Yeah. And people share their stories, with how they manifest things, and he shared that on the success story channel, and he says that okay, it is quite in is as per his recommendation, okay, you need to watch these success stories, and at least two or three a day, and so you can, it's just 5 minutes, 10 minute stories, so it will be just like podcast or something. And I heard some, like I watched that videos. Okay, so this is what people are doing. I
Interesting.
love attraction. It is okay. In my life, as we were discussing before too, that in my life things happen in a very peculiar way. You can say that, and but I've never been into, and still I'm not, and I have no interest in the vision board,
Yeah.
in any kind. Okay, I'm not into even journal writing. I never did that. No, I don't. I never did any affirmations also. So, but it's still law of attraction. If it's a vague term, but okay, it works in many ways for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
because
I
this is
agree.
the
I'm
yeah
conflicted about it a bit. It's not the underlying abstract and logic of it. It's the commercialization of it
yeah.
that is
So okay, so we have a saying in Urdu, and Mama like used to say it. I'm listening it from my childhood still now every day. Well, not every day, of course, but in very often. Mama always says that God gives. I don't know what is the word for that in English, but okay, you can say that God gives honey, provides honey for the honeybee. Yeah.
mm,
So um, I think to this thing, it is about that who you are. Okay, if I'm thinking about something with my complete earnestness, you can say that, or with enthusiasm, with excitement, or I'm just giving passion or energy. Okay, that's it, energy. Yeah, more precise. This is what I'm just sending a message to universe that this is who I am, and the universe in response just fulfill the requirements of that being, that particular aspect of my personality. This is how things work. If I'm just too much into my, I need this type of car, I need this type of money, and like this type of house and all these things, universe will respond to me to in that way. So this is how I think that this thing happened. It is not about writing or journals or affirmations. Yes, if these things can just pull you or make you grounded into that state of being, might be, it might work for other people. But these are not the real essence of that thing. It is about who you are. If I was, okay, supposedly, in my age, in my circumstances, as per normal thinking, I need to think about some film stars or celebrities or getting married to someone. Oh, this handsome guy I want to marry, and this rich guy I will marry. So if I was the one who would be thinking about all these things, universe will definitely would respond in that way to me.
mm,
Okay, and I would, because I would be presenting myself that okay, this is who I am. But because I was presenting myself that, oh, I am the one who is just so much interested in having someone in my life who can be like, okay, at that time it was House, and then, okay, Sophie's World. I got this idea, and Alchemist, and all these things. So I was just presenting myself as Beena, who is interested in these things. So I was saying, oh, I'm a honeybee. Universe was
mm.
giving me honey. If I say, oh, I'm just a housefly, universe would give me a different thing. So it is really interesting for me that
Yeah, yeah, and I wonder myself sometimes. I think I just may be prejudiced against this, and is it a belief that I have that, well, if it was so easy, everybody would be doing it. And especially the people selling law of attraction.
Mhm, mhm.
If it was so easy, you wouldn't need to sell it. I don't know. So,
No,
but that doesn't mean that the underlying logic, they might just not be applying it themselves efficiently.
that this is okay. This is the problem. Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying that. Oh, I was not thinking, Veena, who you are. Oh, you need to have. Okay, this is the character. Um, in the film only. Okay, and Beena, you are not into medical field. Okay, Beena, you are not educated enough. So to and he okay, even if he exists in real time, I'm talking about House. He's in America. You are living here in Pakistan. You don't know anything about that. How it can be? No, it was again. It was the excitement, and I was just thinking, and universe respond in that way to me that I was not going into detail, and universe didn't bother to create something or do okay, Beena, here you go, here you got something, this is what you were looking for.
Yeah, wow, that's very potent, very possible.
So it is not about practicing anything at all for me. You don't need to do anything. It's just that who you are,
Yeah,
and just present yourself to universe, not to anything specific. Oh, I didn't say that. Okay, I need some American guy in my life. No,
mm, yeah,
I was just saying that. Oh, someone like House. Oh, who can be in these things. And it was just a thought. That's it.
yeah. But it was a thought
That's
that
it.
had energy to it,
Exactly. That again, as you said, that it's about
and
energy.
focus. That's the thing too. When you hold a thought in isolation with no other competing thoughts, that's where the
Eh,
power comes from too.
okay. Again, it involves. Sometimes it triggers that struggle. Oh, I need to be in that. Mm, if you really feel that, that's it. You don't need to do anything at all. If you feel that, okay, I'm here, and I'm the one who
Right.
is in that specific place in the state of being. That's it. The other thing, how universe will take care of everything, it's a different deal. Just let it take care of it.
Yeah.
It was not something I was even imagining. It was just that, and I was watching that series. It was an excitement, and I just got a thought. That's it. It was not like I was imagining or dreaming about and all these things, or deliberately doing anything. Nothing, nothing at all.
Mm. Sorry. Yawning.
No, it's okay. You want a nap?
No, no, I did actually while you were away. But if I nap now, then I'll mess up my whole sleeping schedule. So, but yeah, I agree with you, Bina. It's really fascinating. So I think it's just something that we need to learn to use judiciously and not just wantonly. So.
No, yeah, it is not about anything specific. I didn't say that I want to just be with that character. Okay,
Mm,
someone like this. Okay, this is what I want, and my intent was to get these type of things. I manifest this in many, or like many times. Alan is also like this. He was like this for me. It was not about anything specific at all.
yeah, yeah, most interesting, Bina. Most interesting.
So, okay, why I'm discussing this with you right now?
Mm, you know why?
Let's come to this point now.
Mm,
Okay, I'm discussing this with because I saw that intent, when it comes to intent, you are too cautious about that. Yes, and it is absolutely right, because I learned a lot of things about intent, like my intent to, for my family to be always happy and all these
mm,
things. And it was manifesting in a totally different opposite, not so pleasant way for me. Might be. I think that. So, and you just mentioned that, okay, Beena, this could be the situation also, and I'm like, oh my God, yes. So it was my intent. As you say that the world is our description, and we are the describers.
mm,
So um, it's not about, if we go into, like I was going into details, like, oh, we need some people like who are interested in serious stuff and who will read and who will do activities and all that. You said, but I don't want that. I don't want to be really specific in that. So we need to have clarity, but no specifics.
mm.
No?
Yeah, I
So,
guess.
hmm. Okay, so I don't know, because my mind works uh, in a different, you can say that, intuitive way. Oh,
Mm, mm,
so I was thinking of you that, oh, till September, this place is okay,
mm,
it's for you,
mm.
and I was just like, oh, this is good,
Yeah.
and see, this is how it seems like things are happening in that way. Seems like, not necessarily, but
We want to
yeah.
be updated till the end of the year. I mean, I suppose
Mm-hmm.
I could stay here if I offered him rental. Pretty sure he'll say too bad for his guy, you know. If I really wanted to stay here, but if I'm gonna pay him money, I must get a better place for the same money. Okay, I won't have
Yeah,
to
but
move,
mm,
but no, I don't want to do that. That
yeah,
it's not worth it for me. You know, it was
yeah,
$100 here, but okay, oh, stretching my leg a bit.
yeah. So okay, so that was our intent, and because I was excited about, again, for me it is all about this idea. I'm just like, okay, wow, this is interesting, and I was like, okay, till September, I'm feeling good about this. So you have a
Mm,
place, and it is good, uh, and no disturbance, no one. Okay, but the disturbance was there, because I didn't, I was not really taking it in consideration about disturbance, because I assume that this is how it will be. But now it becomes a huge deal for us.
yeah. Oh, Benny messaged me just a few minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
He said, "Oh yeah, I'd like to get together," and he was very specific actually. I'm gonna read you this, since you're talking about this now, and
Hmm.
intent, and the
Mm,
free
yeah.
place. We have that intent for the free place. So that was what his post was about, or his comment. So let's see, or his reply. Uh, hey, come on now. Uh, oh, it's Donna. Benny, he said, good morning, Sol. I'm doing very well, making progress in Cyprus. Because I said, hi, Benny, how are you doing over there? So Cyprus, I'd love to get together with you, and perhaps I could help you scout out the perfect space you need for the fabulous work you do. So I said, yes, great. Mondays and Saturdays are my open days. Uh, you know, okay, Monday it's from 8 o'clock onward, but at least I got the morning open. Sundays Elizabeth comes at 10, so I guess before I can always put off Elizabeth if it has to be a Sunday. Just make her come on a Saturday or whatever. So, oh, I didn't tag Elizabeth. I should have tagged her too.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I can do that now. Just include her in the tag.
Okay, so this is good.
Yeah, yeah,
From Benny also.
yeah. That's very good from Benny. Very good from Benny. So I know when I get together with him, but so. But I'm not stuck for a place, Beena. I can. Uh,
I'm not too because now I okay. I was from the beginning also, but now more. I realize that okay, we need more independence of being and freedom and comfort, everything. So yeah. So no
yeah,
fixed ideas. No
yeah,
fixed
yeah. No, I'm
ideas.
just saying I'm not stuck for a place. So that's all I'm saying. Which is nice to know. Anyway, so I'm excited a little bit. I'm just low energy. I don't know. I ran out of steam. Been kind of never woke up the whole day really. So it was okay, but I don't know. It's kind of mellow. So
Okay.
it's good. It's good. So you were saying about the Mars and Saturn, and that's about the only major thing. Was there something else coming along? I was thinking more New Year as well next year.
Okay, I will see that for New Year, but mostly this is what it is. Mars and Saturn squares,
How
and
long was it
it's not.
lasting? That's what you were looking up. And
No, it's a year thing. Like okay, this year.
oh, for the rest of this year.
Yeah,
Uh, does it go
most
into next year or not?
a bit, just a bit.
Well, it certainly will apply for America, with the elections coming.
Mhm.
But, it's also a worldwide thing. So, oh, Erica saw the post, but she didn't leave a comment. And I asked her to share that, that the woman with the big glasses. I don't know what her name is now. That she likes and Kay likes too, but neither of them have shared it yet.
What do you feel about Erica and Tank?
It's amazing to me. Just it makes sense with dogs like that. Tank is Joe's dog, and he doesn't really take her very seriously. You're not the boss of me. So it's not uncommon, unusual. So yeah,
I feel that. issue is that the way people respond to her perspective on that, it's like, okay, it makes try to like push her to make feel bad about, oh, you are thinking this about dog. It is like not understanding her, not acknowledging her perspective, and this is what is bothering her.
That people didn't, but not anymore. She's at peace with it. So she understands now. She was happy and excited to say that, when she started the course, to say that, wait a second, her perspective on tank is not some weird idea, that it's valid, and that she was at peace with it after that. So,
Yeah. No, but still, whenever she comes to that point, I feel that energy. That still that
to
she
come to
is
which
so
point, sorry?
that about like unconditional love with animals, because she relates to that only. Because people just it's not only her, because people do that when it comes to unconditional love. They say that, oh yes, animals just even, oh, some people say that only animals can love you
Yeah,
unconditionally,
well,
and
I don't know.
they
I
only
don't
feel.
think she struggles from that delusion. So I just think that,
No,
yes, she
she is
loves
not.
animals, but her love of animals is conditional.
I'm saying that she's not. No, I'm not saying that she's struggling with that illusion. I'm saying that she is still a bit struggle. I feel that she feels that she is not getting understood by other people.
Right.
This is what I feel that.
Or used to, not
It's not.
anymore, but used to. Yeah.
Mm,
She doesn't interact much now, but yeah, it's a past thing. Yeah, yeah, it's a past tense thing. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, is that what you mean, Beena?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. I don't think it's much of a big deal for her. So, dog is just a peculiar dog, but they are dogs. It's not an uncommon thing. It's pretty fairly typical, sometimes. Troublemaker dogs.
It's not only like the troublemaker. It is like
It's
people
to be a
are
man.
making.
Be a man.
Yeah, people are making huge deal of it. Like, oh, dogs are this and dogs are that, and even animals in general.
Mm. All right. So you were looking up anything for next year? Nothing.
I will share with you.
Okay. Just curious, Beena. I don't think it matters much, but get some cream from Hortensia. I don't know. She puts on her leg when it pains her. It does seem to help a bit. Like a wintergreen type of a thing. It's nice. Tiger balm, I don't know. It's all the same stuff.
Hmm.
Fix, I
You need
guess.
that.
I put it on my calf now, yeah. It does help. Definitely helps. Now I feel the other one needs it in the contrast.
Hmm.
Yeah, helps. Takes that echo away. That's interesting that I feel it on the other leg now that it needs it a bit. Interesting, Bina. Hey, let's get back to Sophie. What happened to Sophie? We were reading, and then you at the power outage. Yeah, I'm keen to get back to Sophie, Bina. Keen to get back to Sophie. I'm just I'm not, I don't mean to be a little bit low energy, Beena, but I don't know. Just
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
yeah,
I don't mind that. It happens. It happens. And
a little strange. I'm bloated as well. I don't care for this bloatedness, Beena. Makes me unhappy.
in the bloatedness,
Oh, it's like
the
man,
bump.
my button. It's like pressing on my buttons here. Even I don't like it. I don't like it, Beena. I don't like it.
Okay, so before Sophie, um, I'm going to share some
Was it
details
meant to be
about.
funny? The bloatedness, by the way.
It is. It is.
I have to show you the bloatedness now.
It
If you can
is
see,
funny.
hang on. Let me sit here. Let me sit here. See. Can you see? Oh,
I
can't see.
know.
Hold on. Hold on. I'll sit here maybe. You see? You see
Oh
how it's
yes.
pressing on the buttons? It's not good, Beena. See? I mean, look, if I do this, it springs out again. And here too, it's like, man, it's like springy. I don't know, it meant to be so. It's like tension there, you know. Surely when you press on your stomach, it shouldn't be so tight. Anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, look at that, Beena. It's,
Wow.
okay, but that's not so much of a problem. Yeah, I don't care for it, but okay. You know, if I stand up straight, then it goes away. But this, it's like it's pressing here. You know, it feels like it's it's bothersome.
Maybe the vitamins of the combination is making you. Huh?
Yeah, that could be. That could be. That could be.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
feel like I'm
So
too full. Uh, but I'm
yeah.
not eating
Okay.
anything. Not that much. Maybe I don't know. Maybe my body just needs to eat less. I'm getting more efficient at processing my food. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, so I'm going to share some details about
Oh.
about my chart. I'm not going to tell you all the things.
Oh. Did you hear more back from the astrologer about the timing?
Yeah.
Wow. So what did it change for you, Veena, in the
Oh,
timing?
it's around 1.5 hours change in the
Wow.
time. What
Wow.
Mama was
Okay. Interesting.
saying. So okay, so I'm
Interesting.
going to share some details.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm listening,
So
Veena. I'm
this
listening.
it's a fun stuff. Okay.
Oh,
So
good. Oh, good. Maybe I'll do
and
this with this woman at some point too, Veena.
oh yes, yeah, and and you will laugh out loud when you listen to some of the things. I'm quite sure about that. Okay,
All right.
yeah, okay. So this is that your primary motivation in life is to feel emotionally secure. You're
Mm.
sensitive and emotional. However, you can also be oversensitive and easily hurt by people. You are receptive to the needs of others and have a natural desire to care for or protect others. Family and domestic matters are always important to you, and your home is your retreat and sanctuary. At times, you are susceptible to changeable moods, irritability, and petulance. I never read
Petulance,
that word.
petulance, petulance.
Petulance.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
what it means?
Petulant is like
I'm sharing secret with you. Yeah,
yeah.
nobody do that.
Petulant is like usually it's in kids, or girls,
Mhm, mhm.
and it's when they insist on getting their way, and if they don't get it, then they're a little bit upset. It's not sulky, but look it up. I'm not doing a good thing of describing it.
But okay, I got it. Okay, so
Yeah,
let's move
yeah,
forward. I will check later. Okay.
yeah. Mm,
Um, and you realize your primary motivation in life through your home and family, both
mm.
of which are very important to you. You want to establish a secure home and domestic environment.
Oh,
Uh, the,
yeah.
par- the
Mm,
parental influence is strong throughout your life.
mm, mm. Hey,
You may,
remind me
yeah,
about the affiliate links. I want to talk to you about the affiliate thing, by the way.
okay, okay. Okay. You may experience difficulties expressing yourself and feeling satisfied with life. Okay. An overbearing attitude or excessive pride could undermine relationships. Hmm? Interesting one. Okay. You're generous with your wealth and can enjoy shopping gifts on others.
You can also be extravagant or prone
Vigilant,
to
vigilant,
squandering.
vigilant, vigilant.
No, extravagant.
Oh,
Extravagant.
oh, extravagant. I thought it was extra
Yeah.
vigilant. No,
No,
extravagant.
no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
extravagant. Yeah.
Yeah. Extravagant or prone to squandering.
Mm,
Financial problems can affect your self confidence, which can motivate you to be materially successful. Yes, this could be. Your friends can help or hamper you financially equally. You may all be involved in projects that create wealth or cause loss. Oh, yes, this is.
you may be
Absolutely.
involved in projects that do create what?
That,
Well,
that create wealth or cause loss. Okay, if not, like if the project is not really done well, so it can cause you loss, but it can create wealth also. So the potential is there. You could receive financial assistance or sponsorship from people who are well connected. Also, you may contribute money to worthy causes. I would love to do that, of course. Okay, so you communicate to others clearly and precisely, but can also some across as picky and critical.
oh, come
You pay
across,
a
come
yeah,
across.
you pay a lot of attention to details and
Ah,
like to have like to have all your facts together before you express an opinion or put a plan into action. Short journeys are planned down to the smallest details. You have a special way of communicating to your friends or groups of people. You are a natural networker. You have the ability to connect with people who can help you to realize goals and aspiration in life.
mm.
You have
Sorry, read the last
powerful,
paragraph again. I lost concentration of it.
okay, you have a special way of communicating to your friends or group of people. You are a natural networker. You
Mm,
have the ability to connect with people who can help you to realize
mm,
goals and aspiration in life.
mm.
You have a powerful need to express your thoughts and ideas. Oh, it is a powerful need. I love this word. That yes, you have a powerful need to express your thoughts and
Very
ideas.
interesting.
You, you are a strong communicator who has the power to convince others of your views and opinions. Relations with siblings or relatives and neighbors can sometimes be intense and problematic. Yes.
What's your neighbor?
Neighbors also, siblings also, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Your intellect is sharp and penetrating, which gives you the ability to get to the bottom of things. For this reason, you are well suited to investigate and research work. Perceptive and observant.
Investigate and what?
Research work.
Oh, research work.
Perceptive and observant, you possesses psychological insight into the motivations of others and even seems to sense what they are thinking. You are keenly aware and able to assess situations quickly and accurately. You enjoy debating and impressing your ideas onto others. I don't really enjoy the debating, but talking,
I
yes,
beg
at
to
time.
differ, you do, but anyway.
Okay, okay,
You just
okay.
debate one-sided. Okay, I'm teasing a bit, Beena. It's not really true. You, when they mean debate, it was good.
Okay.
It was a
At
good
least,
joke. It was a good
at
joke.
least we are getting a good laugh. Okay.
Yes, but no, debate doesn't necessarily mean in the classic way debate. When they just say debate, they might as well just say discuss. You like to discuss your ideas, like we discuss, or in the more casual usage of debate, we debate stuff all the time.
Oh
So
yes.
you know, so that's why I said you do like it. Okay, I just took the opportunity to tease a bit. It was a good joke.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
must remember that one for people who say, "Oh, I don't like that." Oh no, actually you do. It's just on your own. Just one sided debate. For
uh,
opinionated people. That's true.
okay. So, okay. So, in love, you are prepared to make a total commitment and you
Mm,
expect the same in return.
You tend to feel that you and your partner are meant for each other and no one else. Problems can arise in love through jealousy or possessiveness.
Oh dear.
Yeah. You can handle. Yes. Okay.
I don't
Uh,
see that in you. I don't know, but maybe.
it is kind of because if I'm doing something um, with complete honesty, or you can say that completely, so
Mm,
I expect that okay.
yeah,
This is not the idea for me. That okay, if
yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
it's about being on same wavelength. That's it.
Oh,
So
by the way,
yes.
before you carry on, I should have said this from the start. Has there been anything so far that doesn't apply to me?
We will discuss it later. Okay.
No, I mean, if this was written for me, I think it would
Uh,
apply too, no?
yes, but a few more things. Yeah. Okay. So it is not
Right.
about you. Like okay, this love thing is not about you.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't think that I could be loved that way?
No, you said that.
Yeah.
I am like this. I'm totally
Well, I
like
said
this.
I
Yes.
could have jealousy.
Hmm.
They
Okay.
didn't say I
Could
do
have.
have. They said could have. So you see what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Because I don't want to be in a situation where I could have. So that's it. I'll try to make sure that no, this is not the
Exactly. It's
situation.
not a hard and fast thing where some of the others were more definitive. You see, so
Yeah.
that one
Okay.
was open. So that's why it could apply to me too. See? Okay, it could have, and I don't have it. All right, so must be the one that it doesn't apply to.
You can handle power responsibly. Others will generally respond favorably to being organized and led by you. The secret to your success with others is that you led by example.
Lead
You
by
are
example.
motivated by the desire to improve yourself and the conditions of those around you. Yes,
Lead
this
and
thing
led
I
are spelled the same way, and you just have to
yeah.
figure out from context which the pronunciation is. It's a bit peculiar. Yeah.
So it's a led one, organized and led by you.
The
Yeah,
lead, oh, led by you.
yeah.
Yeah,
LED. That's simple. LED.
led by, yeah, led by
Yeah.
you.
Okay. So the secret to your success with others is that you lead by example.
There you go. Right.
You're motivated by the desire to improve yourself and the
Mm,
conditions of those around you. This motivation to improve myself, yes, it's a big deal for me.
yeah, yeah. See that they say very definitively. You
Yeah,
are. You see,
yeah,
and that applies to me too, right?
yeah. Yeah.
It's my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything you achieve in life is as the result of sheer determination and effort. You have great
Mm.
powers of endurance and perseverance, coupled with
Perseverance.
the perseverance, coupled with tenacious attitude
Mm.
and self-discipline. Self-discipline, quote unquote, to see things through to their successful conclusions.
Yeah. Okay. The
Uh,
self-discipline applies, but to who?
it's a peculiar kind of self-discipline,
Yeah.
but yes, it is. Okay. Um,
Well, you are very disciplined, Beena, when it comes to the mopping, for instance, right? So
yeah.
you do possess the ability to be self-disciplined. You just don't necessarily always apply it, but you certainly
Hmm.
do possess the quality. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not only with the mopping. You do other stuff in a very
Oh, yeah.
disciplined way, don't you?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, yeah.
So your intent on exploring and refining the inner aspect of life and consciousness itself, you'll be aware of universal interest in metaphysical subjects.
Mm.
Clairvoyance, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance and physical research. No, sorry, psychical research.
Mm.
Clairvoyance and psychical research.
All right.
Uh, an original thinker and communicator, you have an ability for expressing progressive ideas. Your
Mm.
schooling may have been unusual in some way or possibly interrupted.
Oh, that's true.
This is something really amazing for me, really interesting, because yes, it is. You are easily bored and delights in intellectual stimulation.
And
Yes.
delight. Did they say
Yeah.
delights with an S, or did
Yeah.
you add the S?
Yes. No. They said that
Oh, so
delights.
their grammar is, yeah.
Hmm. Modern technology, scientific breakthroughs, and whatever is in vogue may grab your attention. Uh, Not completely, but of course, the progressive ideas, I just love that. And yes, I feel that internet is my soulmate. So yes, I need communication. I need this because this is how I know things. I can communicate more than communication. I get information. I get knowledge. I get awareness. So this is something, yes. So relationships with relatives and neighbors are changeable and sometimes disruptive.
Oh, they said that
So
before, or are you rereading it?
again, no, it is. They
Oh,
are
oh,
stating it again.
wow, wow, interesting.
You have progressive and original views on personal relationship and partnerships, coupled with the urge for independence and freedom of expression in love. You are inclined to emphasize individuality in relationships and to discourage the view that partners own one another.
Mm.
Okay, it's a bit contradiction that first it was about the jealousy and the possessiveness, um, but
Yeah,
the subtle, yeah,
but they say you could go that way. They didn't
yeah,
say you were, and it
yeah,
doesn't necessarily clash with. A lot of people say they want to have a well, they didn't say an open relationship. They said a equal relationship. Just
yeah.
because you have
So,
equality in a relationship doesn't mean you won't be jealous if somebody else is involved. See, so
uh, so,
it's not contradictory.
but I was thinking about that, and I think that yes, this would be the situation I would least care about. To be in a situation where I might feel, I could feel, I would feel uh, jealous or
Oh,
interruption in my things. I don't want to be in that.
yeah,
I would definitely uh, not go there
yeah, yeah.
deliberately. No,
See,
no.
keep in mind all of these things, Beena,
Mhm,
they need to have a scale that
mhm.
says where you're less evolved, more evolved. If you're on the more evolved end of the scale, then okay, you're not going to feel the jealousy. So that's what I liked about the birthday book. Remember that the birthday thing that they say less evolved people, more evolved people of this day.
Oh
You know,
yes, yes, yes. I
so
remember that.
yeah, and that makes sense to me because otherwise the whole thing doesn't make any sense at all.
No,
And there's got to
okay,
be some scope for evolution.
yeah,
Otherwise, you're just
but
locked
this
into
okay.
something forevermore. So, no.
But remember that this thing is personal. It is not a general thing. Oh, you are
Yeah, no, I
Gemini,
know, I know, I know, I know, I know. It's
so
very particular, so
yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
So
But they
okay.
still need to have a bit of space for because
Mhm.
otherwise they are going to tell you how exactly you are, and then they need to say, okay, they're going by your birthday, but are they telling you this is how you are today?
Mhm.
You see
Mhm.
what I mean? In this point
Mhm.
in time, and you see, they're going from what your tendencies are based on where you birthed. Okay,
Mhm.
but it's
Mhm.
still a tendency. It's not a locked in stone
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking that okay, this is what okay. I would definitely avoid this type of situation.
right,
Like by knowingly going into that, no, this will not be a thing for me.
exactly.
Knowingly, yeah. So yes, I'm pretty sure about that. That I don't want to be.
Right.
Yeah, I
But
don't know
if you
about
know you
future.
have a capability or there's a higher likelihood of jealousy, you can work on that and say, no, I don't want to
No,
have
but
that in me, even though I have a
it,
tendency,
it it's
and
okay.
fix it.
It's okay. It's not about that. I'm feeling that. Oh, I might feel jealous. I might become possessive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
No, no.
about
Yeah,
what's the point to get involved where you
yeah.
you feel that it's a potential stress there.
Yeah, yeah,
Why?
exactly, exactly.
What? Why to do
I
that?
wasn't meaning it for the jealousy necessarily. I was just using
Okay.
it as an example of where just because they say that this is something that's there doesn't
Mm.
mean that you can't
Oh
work
yes.
on remedying it and not
Oh
having
yes.
it a factor
Yeah.
because you've been alerted to it, you see. So
Yeah.
because you've been alerted, you can sort it and resolve it and take care of it. So
Mhm. Okay.
anyway,
So
I'm enjoying this. It's pretty well done though, I gotta say.
no, it is fun also. You have progressive and original views on personal relation. Okay, this one I have already read that. You are open to anything contemporary and progressive, including the possibilities offered by modern technology or science. Change rarely phases you.
Hmm.
In fact, you tend to welcome it. Keenly intuitive, you seems to have an uncanny sense for
Seems
the
or seem?
next seam.
Mm.
You seem to have an uncanny sense for the next big thing. You are an original personality with insight and the power to perform and carry out innovation. You are highly independent and freedom loving and refuse to be bound by convention. I don't know that I'm that much out of uh, these things. I do follow and I like to,
Are you
but it
married?
is again, it is again my choice. So
Are you
yes,
married? See?
no.
So out of convention. There you go.
Okay, you have an
See, I mean, your
adventure.
whole life is unconventional, isn't it?
Yeah, you have an adventurous and fearless nature which
Yeah.
dares to try out new and different things in life. Generally speaking, you have quick reflexes and an ability to work fast under pressure.
Now that's interesting.
Hmm.
The quick reflexes. This you've
Mhm.
mentioned to me. Amy said you have quick reflexes, right?
She was saying that physically, like the
Yeah.
reactions. Oh my God.
That's a reflex. Reactions. That's a reflex. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a
I'm too
very
alert
that's
for
a
that.
very specific thing.
Yeah,
And you mentioned that specifically to me before.
yeah.
That's very interesting.
Like she says
What
that,
is
oh,
today? Is
how
today
much?
Wednesday? Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. So she was saying that how much training you got that like okay when someone tried to do something my reactions are like oh I can grab your hand and I can do this and all so this type of things yeah.
Oh, yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, you are at your best when faced with challenging situations and the pressure of deadlines. Yes, I do that. If I want to, so I feel like okay. My I was calling myself situational genius because I found I tried to find things to like okay ways to do things quickly and efficiently. So I was calling myself oh, I'm situational genius when I work under pressure. Adventure or high octane sports can excite you, but need to take care to avoid injuries and accidents. I was a big like I was you can say that I get into trance when I watch surfing. It was a huge deal for me to just watch that.
Yeah, I like watching
And
surfing.
if I would be somewhere where I can get this opportunity, I would be a surfer. That would be like really something for me. But of course, because in my circumstances, in my situation and surrounding, there was no opportunity for that at that time for me. So that's why. Otherwise, I would definitely. I'm not sure about that how good I could be, but this was something I would definitely enjoy. Yeah. So the surfing is the other thing was fencing. When people I don't know how to pronounce it. Fencing.
Say again.
Is it fencing or fencing?
Say the sentence again so I can hear.
Okay, in the Olympics, I used to watch that.
Ah,
That the
fencing.
people,
Yeah, fencing.
yeah, yeah. That was something I really enjoyed. That.
Wow. Hmm.
Okay, you are attracted to original, innovative, and unusual people. Big time. You enjoy change and variety with regard to your associations and can be inclined to make and break contacts suddenly and unexpectedly. No, I don't do that. I just have friends whenever, like, okay, from very long, and I never actually break anything. No, never. Yes, communication could be less or more, uh, but I always meet them like the way they are. And this is what my friends also regard that. No matter how much time spent with me, uh, no, no. This is something you know, it's a contradiction for me. Right? Okay. Desire peace and harmony in the home and among your family members. You often find yourself playing the role of mediator and go between the family. You like an attractive home and nice furnishing, yes. You enjoy entertaining at home and being attentive host, yes. Then um, this thing being mediator. Um, I was calling myself that, oh, you guys just assume that I'm a fire brigade and I'm working, uh, I'm playing the role of a fire brigade for years now. And it was like, eh, I was compromising a lot of things for that to avoid unpleasantness, to avoid um, not so good communication between other people's. It was like I assume that this is my responsibility. Okay, I was doing that. And, it involves a lot of compromises in that situation because I have to say things which I don't want to, take responsibilities of things. So when you said that awkward silence and responsibility concept, perspective on in way of compatibility, that was really a freedom for me. It was it was really amazingly liberating for me because yes, I was doing that, and it was a big deal for me.
What's a big deal for you?
Oh, you were not listening.
I
Oh.
was, but I missed that little part. Oh, not sure. Sorry.